these are some skills I have developed. You can check it. Now here is something I did in 1998 published. I did something that only a crazy guy like me would do. Okay? I did not sit on a chair and sit in my armchair and come up with some questionnaires. I actually do the hard work of going to the street, going to everywhere to ask people. I say, "Hey, young man, look at me, okay? If money is not the issue, you can do anything you want, okay? What do you want to do with your life? What are the things you want to do? Hey, young lady, if money is not a problem, okay? What do you want in life?" I asked hundreds of people from all walks of life, okay? This is called implicit theory of risk. Implicit theory, that means I say, if money is not an issue, if you have all the money you need to do whatever you want, what is the ideal way to live a good life? Fair enough, right? Usually, people think, "Oh, I need money to do this." Money is not an issue. You got a rich daddy. You got a rich daddy. You got a rich husband, okay? You got all the money you need. What do you do with your life? Play mahjong every day? Play video game every day? So I asked hundreds of people from all walks of life, and then do a lot kinds of qualitative analysis and quantitative analysis. So amazing. People are not stupid, you know. They look stupid, but they're not. They look stupid, eat and drink and sleep. You know, look like a dog and cats, okay? But they have the spirit, God's spirit in them. Okay? They're not stupid, okay? So this is the finding, okay? They say, number one, relationship. So I want to have all the money in the world. If I don't have a relationship, my life will suck and nothing. I want a good relationship. Second, again, so show the social conscience. I want to live a fair world, a society that's fair. Not discrimination or prejudice. I want people to treat me fairly. Honestly, I don't think people treat me fairly because I'm Chinese or whatever, or because I don't speak perfect English. I don't know. I feel that life hasn't treated me fairly, but it hasn't defeated me, make me stronger. Okay, so people want to have a fair world. Okay, and they also have a positive effect, and achievement, intimacy, self-understanding, self-acceptance, and religion. Religion mentioned by few people, okay, but self-acceptance is mentioned by quite few. So I'm very surprised with the finding, because I thought that most people are not so sophisticated, okay? So this is good. So far, all the other research after me has confirmed that these are indeed important sources for meaning, okay? Okay, I have developed a self-attendant measure. Now that took me 3 years to develop a self-attendant measure. I developed that when I was part of the Templeton Foundation group with all the philosophers, theologians. I presented self-attendance, they criticize, they say, "Oh, you don't have this, you don't have that." So it took me a long time to finally come up with 10 items. You can take a look at yourself, okay? So this is reflect what we had so earlier. Number A. Okay, now here. Number A.
All your
you not read Jordan Peterson? Jordan Peterson. Oh. How many of you have read Jordan Peterson, 12 Rules of Life? Oh, not too many, okay. But Jordan Peterson said something like I do, but he's able to sell 2.5 million copies of his book in 1 year. Poor me just sell a few thousand because he's politically well known, okay? Because he's conservative, this and that, okay? But anyway, so many people do not agree with his political view. But he's right in psychology because he agrees with me. That's why. He's saying that young man, young lady, especially young man, if you do not want to be at the bottom of society, if you do not want to be full of resentment and despair and anger, sort yourself out. Fix yourself. Stand up with shoulder behind you. Stand up straight. And then, aiming high. What is highest? The highest God. Aim at reaching out to the highest. Because God is an embodiment of the highest value of truth, goodness, and beauty. Okay? You're here, you aim high, then every day work as hard as you possibly can. Each day. Then your life will change. Very simple, right? Simple as I say, right? You have a goal, higher goal, not just any goal. A goal of self-transcendence. God is an embodiment of the best. You have to strive toward the best in order to be your best. You do not have a goal that's big enough, high enough to motivate you. You can never be your best. Do you follow the logic? You need to strive towards a powerful goal in order to bring out the best in you. This is one thing, motivation. Second thing, the consistency now. You have to responsibility. Remember he said responsibility equal meaning. You need a responsibility and discipline to work at it day in, day out, day in, day out. Then you, right? And he also says something, you need to have, I say meaning mindset. He didn't use the word meaning mindset. He said, what the world reveals to you depends on what you believe, what you look for. If you believe that the world is beautiful, the world has meaning, the world will reveal that to you. You find it. Franco said that, I said that, John said that. On the other hand, if you only believe that the world is full of shit, you only find crabs. Did I swear? Did I swear? The world will only reveal to you what you look for, what you seek. So I just wrote a review of his book that we publish next week, okay? Saying that his view is same as mine, okay? But he doesn't admit it, that's fine, I don't care. Yeah. So we're saying the same thing, right? You have a higher goal, right?